So sexual lust is nothing new. And Satan's used it all through history to destroy lives, to destroy relationships, marriages, to put so many roadblocks and stumbling blocks into all people's lives. That's nothing new. But what is new is the accessibility that we now have at our fingertips, and we've had it for some time. I'd like to point fingers at the internet. I'd like to point fingers at smartphones, most of them smarter than we are. On the news this last week, one of the morning shows talked about ghost apps. I really hadn't heard of them before, but I guess on the smartphone, there's how you have apps. There's what they call ghost apps, and so it may look like a calculator, and you type, push on that calculator, and what will come up is like a security code, and once you type in the security code, then a whole list of other things that you can hide behind the ghost app is available. That's pretty creative, isn't it? You see, Satan knows that the darkness of sin needs to be hidden, and so people create things like the ghost app so that we think it can be hidden. I mean, what happens there stays there, but that's the furthest thing from the truth. You see, light, the light of Christ, exposes all darkness. It's not if I get caught, it's when I get caught. That was very real during the Ashley Madison thing a few months ago. I had people say to me, oh, now that that's come out, it's ruined a lot of lives. Well, folks, the fact is it ruined a lot of lives before it came out because people thought that they could get away with having an affair through the Ashley Madison case and say what is hidden will always be hidden. Well, that doesn't happen. You see, truth is exposed. And as much as I'd like to point fingers at all of these evil things of society, there's only one place we can point fingers, and that's back to ourselves. You see, when we allow these kind of things to come into our lives, the desires that God created in our lives to be pure, to be holy, to fulfill our needs, the beautiful desires that God gives to us, when we allow those to be perverted, Satan does steal. He'll take away from your family. He'll take away from your intimacy. He'll take away from your relationship. That's what Satan does in our life. And it's during these times that we think we're exempt. We become so full of ourselves. And you remember the saying we've been using over the last few weeks? When you become so full of yourself, you're no longer hungry for God.